Meeting of the Florida License Board will come to order Thursday, October 24th. To my right, Melanie Cadero. Mr. Pereira is not present tonight, so we'll have a two-member board. Prior to getting started, let me please read the open meeting law. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any media. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. The City Charter, Section 9-18, mandates that all multiple member bodies develop and adopt rules or policy for public comment. We have adopted such a policy, which in short provides for citizens' input on licensing board specific matters at the beginning of the meeting. There is a sign-up sheet that is located at the back of the room. Madam Clerk, anybody sign up?
No.
Okay. Getting by Section 1, so we'll go to Section 2. 1 day permits. A, Espiritu Santo Church, 311 Alden Street, Andrew Reposo, 11/9/24 to 8/25 4/26/25.
Good afternoon.
Please state your name and address for the record, please.
Of course, I'm here as a citizen, Andrew Reposo, 1166 New Boston Road, representing the Espiritu Santo Church, 311 Alden Street. Good evening.
Okay, are those dates correct?
Yes, sir.
In terms of, so can you just tell us a little bit about what each of them are? I have the application, but on the application, I only see the dates of 2/8/25 and 4/26/25.
Yeah, so all three are parish dinners, all around the same night. I believe they're 6 to 10, roughly, 6 to 10:30, all in the same context, in the church hall, food, and then we're applying for the liquor piece.
I'm sorry, the third date is there. You have a time of event 6 p.m. to 11 p.m.
That sounds
You
about
want to keep
right.
it at that?
That's fine.
Just beer and wine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. These are just annual events, right?
Every
You know,
year.
obviously, Mr. Reposo, the rules and regulations regarding police details, so forth and so on.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions from the board?
No questions.
Anybody in favor of this petition? Anybody opposed? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion. Ms. Cadero?
I'll make a motion to approve the one-day permits for Espiritu Santo Church for the following dates of November 9th, 2024, February 8th, 2025, and April 26th, 2025.
I'll second that motion. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Thank you,
Luck.
Mr. Reposo.
Thank you, folks. Have a good night.
Next matter is St. Michael's Church, 189 Essex Street, Shayna LeBold. Dates be requested 11/9/24, 12/8/24, 2/1/25, 3/22/25. Hi, can you please state
Hello.
your name for the record?
I'm Shayna Lubold from 571 President Ave for St. Michael's Church and School, 189 Essex Street.
Okay, could you just give a brief explanation of what these dates are, what's going to be happening?
Sure, 11/9 is our San Martino Holy Ghost Dinner, 12/8 is our Mary Wick Scholarship Luncheon, 2/1 is our annual wine tasting for the school, and 3/22 is our second Holy Ghost Dinner.
Okay, these are all yearly events, right? You have them every year?
Annual.
You're aware of all the rules and regulations associated with these?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can we just get the times? 'Cause there's a
Oh,
lot
I
of
do
them.
apologize.
11/9 is 6 to 11. 12/8 is 1 to 4. 2/1 is 7 to 11. And 3/22 is 6 to 11.
Yeah, they're all on here. I apologize. I should have let us say it on the record. I'm sorry, my fault.
Okay.
Okay, anybody in favor of the petition? Anybody against these petitions? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion. Ms. Cadero?
I'll make a motion to approve the one-day permits for St. Michael's Church for the following dates of November 9th, 2024, December 8th, 2024, February 1st, 2025, and March 22nd, 2025.
I'll second that motion. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Have a good night.
C, the Boys and Girls Club, 803 Bedford Street, Bill Kiley, for their annual gala on 11/16/24. Kylie, can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Bill Kiley, 196 Rockland Street, Dartmouth, Mass. 02747.
Okay, Mr. Kylie, this is for your annual gala, correct?
Yes, it is.
The one thing that we don't have on the questionnaire is, what is the time you're looking for this one-day permit?
6 to 11 p.m.
And again, Mr. Kelly, you do this every year, so you are aware of the rules and regulations regarding police and so forth and so on, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody in favor of this petition? Anybody opposed to it? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the one-day permit for the Boys and Girls Club for November 16th, 2024.
I will second that motion. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Take care, Mr. Kelly. Next is Section 3, New Alcohol Common Victular. A, Taste of Paradise, 1335-1345 Pleasant Street, Maxwell LaPointe. Would you please state your name and address for the record, sir?
Maxwell LaPointe, 1335 Pleasant Street, Fall River, Massachusetts.
Okay. Could you please state for the record what you're looking to do here? Because I have some questions.
Yes. I just opened a restaurant here 3 months ago because I reside in Fall River for 5 years. So I think we guys need more businesses here. So I tried to open a restaurant. So I served them for 3 months already. So some of customers asking me asking the license to serve alcohol. So I would be appreciate if you guys give me the chance to serve them.
Mr. LaPointe, I can tell you that I'm going to be very upfront with you. I'm not doing this right now because we've gotten some correspondence
Yes.
from the the fire department, which concerns me.
Okay.
I mean, we got an email suggesting that, for instance, and I'll read it as part of the record. Give me a moment. I got to put my hands on the actual email.
Okay.
It says on 10/5/2024, we responded to a still alarm at 1335 Pleasant Street. Fire case number 24-5552-IN. I just wanted to express a few concerns. The first one being time. We pulled up at 4:03 a.m. in the morning to a large crowd of patrons standing in front of the address. There were so many that they impeded apparatus placement. Which brings me to my second concern with staying open that late with no police or fire detail in the club. Are they over capacity? The first floor and the basement were both set up for patrons. Not sure if the basement is allowed, but it had a bunch of tables and was being used as part of the club. While there, I brought in fans from ladder 4 to ventilate the smoke from a smoke machine that had been set up that set off the alarms. The officer from Engine 9 mentioned he didn't see an exit in the rear when he was walking around. I'm not saying there's not one, as he told me back at the station, so I didn't have eyes on that area. With past tragedies in nightclubs, I felt it needed to send this email so the property can be inspected. I also, quite frankly, have issues with the fact that, and maybe this is some of the city, which I'm going to get to the bottom of. Back in July, when we granted you your regular common victualer's license, you said, first of all, that your hours of operation were 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. God knows why people were there at 4 in the morning.
Okay.
And second of all, it says you only have a total of 30 seats. You have way in excess of 30 seats. Okay?
Mhm.
Now, I looked at your common victualer's license, and you got a seating capacity of 60. So they don't jive. So I'm going to be very honest with you, Mr. LaPointe, before I take action on this, and I'm not sure about this basement, because you have a plan attached to it, and the basement shows electrical. I don't know how you got anybody in the basement.
We don't use the basement. When the alarm get there, my wife and I was there at 4 o'clock, yes, because we opened the restaurant at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we have to have people to do the food. So when the alarm was there, there is nobody inside.
Well, how do you open the restaurant at 6 in the morning when it opens at 12 noon?
We have to prepare the food.
Okay,
Because we
6
do-
hours before?
Yeah, we don't do like food we have to do food every day, so it's fresh food. So then we need time to do it.
All right, well, I can tell you before I grant a liquor license, this has got to be addressed with
Okay.
the police department, with the building inspector as to what is going to be used and not used, because I'm not going to be disrespectful to you, because I don't know what was happening, I wasn't there.
Okay.
But if you're open at 4 o'clock in the morning and there's a large group of people without liquor, what's it going to be when the liquor comes?
I don't know. He don't see any people inside the restaurant. This
What,
was on,
what was so many people doing outside that they couldn't even set up the fire truck?
this was only me and my wife inside.
Outside. Says right here.
I don't have nothing to do with outside, sir. I'm sorry. Because
So you're
I don't
saying
know,
all
maybe
these-
there was party there. I don't know. It's not inside. It's not inside my restaurant. Nobody was inside my restaurant.
So your contention is that 4 o'clock in the morning had nothing to do with you?
No.
There's so many people that they can't set up the fire apparatus, but it had nothing to do with your.
Not
your
inside
establishment.
my restaurant. My restaurant was
I didn't
closed.
say inside, sir. I don't know where they came from.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But if you but if your common victualers say you're only open till 11 p.m. and 5 hours later they still have so many people out in front of your
We-
establishment that
my-
they can't set up a fire truck.
My
this-
restaurant open at 11. We serve breakfast.
I didn't say that, sir. Your common victualers says you close at 11 p.m.
Yes.
So 5 hours later, 5 hours at 4 a.m., there's so many people in front of you're saying it's not you, but there's so many people in front of your restaurant that they can't set up their fire apparatus. Something's not right.
I don't know because
Okay, well,
It
I'm
wasn't
gonna get to
inside.
the bottom of it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not in a position to vote for this tonight. If my colleague here wants to make a motion, I'll second it, but I'm gonna vote no
Okay.
at this stage until I get to the bottom of what's going on over there. Because this is the key. This is only my opinion. Pleasant Street, we have to renovate Pleasant Street. We have to bring that back up to a viable situation in the city of Fall River.
exactly.
In the past, it's gotten out of control. It was out of control in many areas, not yours. Used to be White Spa, where it was just a little breakfast and luncheon place. Where I used to go when I was a kid, or younger, I shouldn't say a kid. But I'm not about to let this get out of control over at Pleasant Street, not under my watch, so I'm gonna be very upfront. I need to do some research on this, speak to the fire department, speak to the building inspector about that basement, because I don't think the fire department send this because they have anything against you personally. I think they're concerned. I think
Well-
those are viable concerns.
Why they send is because the basement, I prepared the basement for me to save my stuff because I have a restaurant upstairs. So the basement have to be clean. When I bought that restaurant over there, the basement was a mess. So I renew it, I put floor on it, I put everything. So the building inspector was there, he asked me what I'm gonna do in the basement. I tell them I'm gonna use the basement when I have the liquor license to save my stuff. So I have chair over there, I have table over there, I have box over there. Yes, I have stuff over there.
Sir, I'm just gonna tell you what Lieutenant Scott Kaminsky put in here. The first floor and the basement were set up for patrons.
At 4 o'clock in the morning, he see the basement and set up. I don't understand because we don't.
I don't understand either. That's why I'm not voting for it till I get to the bottom of it. Because
Okay,
it
so-
says it was both set up for patrons. Not sure if the basement is allowed. But it had a bunch of tables
And chairs,
um,
yeah.
and was being used as part of the club. I don't understand why the gentleman wouldn't have a reason to lie.
I don't tell he lives lie because we have table and chair inside
Okay,
in
well,
the basement. So I don't know.
Ms. Cordero, I've said my part. If we have to move forward tonight, I'm not approving it. I would appreciate if we could table it to do some more work on this to make sure that we're doing the right thing for that neighborhood right now. Nothing against Mr. Lapointe.
No, it's
He
okay.
says one thing. I'd like to get some more information from both the fire department and from the building inspector.
I agree. I think until we have more information, I appreciate you
No problem.
bringing a business to Fall River, but until we've figured this out, I think we will table this.
Okay.
Could I have a motion? Could I entertain a motion to table?
Yes. I'll make a motion to table the new all-alcohol common victualer's license for A Taste of Paradise.
I will second that. There's no discussion on motion to table, so therefore, could I please have a vote? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. 2 ayes. It's going to be tabled. We'll be here at the next meeting, and you'll be notified.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next matter we have is B, Blue Wing Hospitality Inc., DBA The Counting House, 435 Pleasant Street. And I guess in association for the request for new all alcoholic common victuals. They also have a request that you play live and recorded music. Okay. Would you please state your name for the record?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. My name is Jeffrey Medeiros, an attorney here in the city with the law firm of Burke, Espinola, and Van Colen, located at 120 Purchase Street in Fall River, Mass. I represent the Blue One Hospitality Inc., doing business as the Counting House. With me is the president of the Blue One Hospitality.
Good evening, members, Mr. Chairman, Brian Corey Jr. with offices at 405 Pleasant Street, Fall River, Massachusetts.
Okay, could you just tell us a little bit about it? I read it
Sure.
in the newspaper quite some time ago, but
Yeah, and unfortunately, we made a substantial investment in what has been called on the Federal Register the most substantial federal-style granite building in New England. So it's been a very long process and a very expensive process for us. They got snagged at the last minute, not last minute, 6 months ago, with the need for a very special handicap ramp. So we've been waiting for the fabrication for that to be done. The concept is really meant to fit with what we see as the building profile of Pleasant Street. I had represented Primacare for over 25 years, and they have over 800 employees. In that area, we're excited that Northeastern University is going to be having a nursing school, and this whole area is growing. So fitting in with that, with this area, this very special area, we've designed an upscale restaurant and craft cocktail lounge, which will really work with Mr. Parker and my distillery, which we have out of Westport, Massachusetts. So we're going to be featuring our own alcohols and what we like to say, shareable plates that are influenced by the different ethnic cuisines of Fall River. It's not going to be Italian, it's not going to be, it's influenced by the different ethnic areas of Fall River. So we have our food and beverage manager is from Bellini in Providence, Ocean Cliff in Newport. We've gotten our chef, and our general manager has over 30 years experience in restaurant management. So we're very comfortable with the group that we've put together. Conceptually inside, we've been approved for up to 88 seats. We had a full Chapter 34 review, historical review done of the building. So it will be at all times under capacity of 99. But we do have seating available for 88. We have one private room with a liquor locker program for members, which will entitle them to have special access to that room at all times for their private events, preferential seating, things along those lines. And then we've created a beautiful 1,200 square foot outside area for the warmer months that we hope to utilize. Has a max capacity, as you can see on the plan, for standing and sitting of 128, for seats only at 78. So the building's been completely saved. We're very, very proud of the job that we've done with it, and we hope that Fall River accepts it with wide open arms.
okay, I just got a couple of things. So what's the seating capacity?
The seating capacity on the inside is, we're maxed out by code at 99. We're planning for 85 seats.
The difference would be standing.
Oh yeah, the different calculations that have been done, seating versus standing. We have room for 27 people at the bar, 16 people at High Tops, 22 over to the left-hand side if you look at the drawing, and an additional 16 in the back room. Additionally, we have a common table which could seat at maximum 12. So these are the maximum numbers that we could have. I think that'll fluctuate from event to event. On Sunday brunches, we're going to have more seating. During the week, I doubt we'll have as many seats themselves out. But we are under the 100 capacity that requires retrofit for sprinklers.
And now, Madam Clerk, he's mentioning things about outside dining and things. Is that all part of this? Or does he come in?
It's all part of this application, because he's doing it all at once.
Yes.
We're approving it all at once if you choose to do so.
Okay.
On, I believe it's on sheet 3 of the architectural plans, it shows a maximized seating chart for the outside area.
Okay.
But that's, again, those, we were asked by the building inspector, Mr. Hathaway, to give him a maximized version of what we could do. And that was done by Douglas and Nino Associates, which specializes in architectural renovations of historical buildings.
Okay. Now, I see here the manager is Tina.
Tina Sosha,
She's not here, is she?
she is not here this evening. She's somewhere stuck on Route 195, or 95, trying to get here.
Okay, what's her background in the liquor industry?
She has a degree from, a 2-year degree, an associate's degree from Johnson & Wales, and over 25 years in culinary arts. Right now, she's an owner of a very successful cabinet company, but prior to that, she was one of the directors of the culinary program at Rhode Island Hospital. Our manager, the general manager of the facility, for day-to-day operations is Leah Moretti, who currently manages a very successful restaurant in Providence.
All right.
Tina will be taking on all the responsibility
Yeah,
of
that's what
the
I'm saying.
alcohol.
Yes, she understands that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah, she understands.
And how much time, if you can speak, I mean, I know both of you are from the Bar Association, obviously, so I'll take your representation. Now, how much time is she planning on being at the establishment on a week-to-week basis?
At least 40 hours a week. Yeah, we have the whole building. So we are approved for other offices within that building. So it's not just housing Blue One Hospitality. The second floor are other offices. So somebody will be on site. Our planned rollout is to start with our dinner program. Our prep times will start approximately 2:00 in the afternoon, and we'll have very limited service hours for the first 2 months. After that, we plan to add in a lunch, and we have agreements within that compound to provide some catering services.
And your hours of operation are gonna be what?
Maximized at 1 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The rest of the week, we're looking at flexible hours, but generally the latest we'd be there would be midnight. We're closed on every Tuesday.
What time do you open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
On Thursday, Friday, Saturday would be open to the public at 3:30.
And what was the other hours? I'm sorry, Monday? Are you open on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
You got Monday, not Tuesday.
We're only closed on Tuesdays. We're gonna be open for brunch every Sunday at 10, closing at 10 p.m. on Sunday. And then we're gonna be open, our actual hours of operation, we're going to be open to the public at 11 every day, and closing at 12 or 1 a.m.
You just told me it was
depending on the day.
3:30
Yeah,
every
you
day.
just said 3:30.
That's just so he doesn't have to come back to alter the license. Once they get up and running, he expects the hours of operation to be,
To include lunchtime.
to include
Okay, but right-
lunchtime.
So what are you asking for?
I'm asking for a
You gotta be
license
clear
that
what
would-
you're asking for now.
That would allow alcoholic beverages to commence as early as possible on Sunday, which I believe is 10 a.m. And then on every other day, we'd be looking for it to commence at 11 a.m.
And what time are you closing?
Midnight,
On every day except you want 1
Thursday,
o'clock on-
Friday, and Saturday, we would be looking for 1 a.m.
So midnight on Monday and Wednesdays, and then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 1 a.m.
And Sunday at 10 p.m.
Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Correct.
Monday and Wednesday, 11 a.m. to what?
Midnight.
Midnight,
And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
11
11.
to 1. 11 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Kevin, you have that?
I do,
I
thank
wrote
you.
it down, but
I do have
I
it.
just, again, I'm not trying to be a pain in the rear end here. You got, your application says your seating capacity is 65, but your occupancy number less than 99.
Correct. So we're actually going to have seats for that many seats in the building. So that's always the dichotomy, right? The occupancy of the building is actually larger than the number of seats that we have. So utilizing both a standing and a seating capacity, that we're saying we're going to have this many seats, but we are always going to be under 99 people in the building.
But you just said before it was 85. So
No.
which one is it?
So with the seating that they set up for different events, all told, you have about 85. With the standing, it still goes below 99.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So it's not, the seating capacity is not 65.
It's
It's 85.
It's 85.
That's what I'm trying to get at,
Yeah,
because
so,
the
Mr.
application
Chairman,
says
it's
otherwise.
85.
That
So-
might have been my mistake, Mr. Chairman.
No, that's okay. I'm just trying to make sure we have it right.
But according to the engineering, there is enough emergency exits to accommodate the people that are in the building.
I got you. Ms. Cordero? Questions?
When are you
Concerns?
going to be opening?
12 weeks ago. We've actually had our last quote last quote came in, and we have a absolute hard fabrication date for 10 days from now.
I got
So-
the Alcoholic Beverage Commission, so it's not going to be done, could be. I don't
We'll
know.
open
Peter,
as
how
soon
many
as
days from
possible.
now?
10.
It should be shipping from Louisiana 10 days from now.
What should be?
My handicap ramp.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be sending this off tomorrow, if I can
Perfect.
get to it tomorrow. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I already had discussions, madam, with, and I'm gonna be looking for a temporary occupancy permit based on the existence of the existing handicap ramp that
Okay,
doesn't,
that I don't
yeah.
get involved with, but you can't do anything to get, I know
Understood.
you want your alcohol, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna go as quickly as I can to get that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, you're very welcome, but I just wanted to let you know, I can't get it in 10 days.
Nope. I have become, if nothing, more of a realist over the past 6 months.
It's not easy.
We have police approval. And the live music obviously going to be played within the confines of those hours,
Correct,
live or recorded.
correct.
Madam Clerk, is there anything else that, you need for the record relative to we have the hours?
Jeffrey, did you get the return? Perfect.
All the green cards came back, and I do have the receipt.
You can give the graph, which can put in the file. Thanks very much. There was only 2?
3.
3? Okay, sideways.
And I'm going to take personally going to take the representation, I don't know, of council, and I know Mr. Corey's a member of the bar relative to the manager and her qualifications and the time she's going to be spent there.
She better.
I'm content.
So we're going to make 3 different motions, because we're going to do the manager today, or?
Yeah, we're gonna approve it.
Okay, and what was her full name?
Tina M. Soscia, Soscia.
Okay, so the first motion I'll entertain is relative to the all alcoholic beverage license.
I'll make a motion to approve the new all-alcohol common victualers license for Blue One Hospitality, Inc.
I'll second that motion. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed. Next motion I'll entertain is to name Tina Soscia manager of this particular entity.
I'll make a motion to approve the name of the manager for Blue One Hospitality, Inc. to Tina Soscia.
I'll second that motion. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And the last one would be, I'll entertain a motion to allow live and/or recorded music at the stated establishment.
I'll make a motion to approve the entertainment license for live and recorded music at Blue One Hospitality, Inc.
I'll second that motion. Anybody in favor, anybody opposed? Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Thank you for the board's
Good
time.
luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you, and I hope you come to the soft opening.
Definitely.
Are all the one-day licenses completed? Because that's what I was here for.
Yes, they are.
Which one was it for?
Associates of Human Services. I have the paper, and they told me to come here to get it verified.
Can I see? I don't know.
Oh, this was the processing fee. And I guess there was another date, but the event is after that date, so they told us to come today.
Did you submit all the paperwork? You did?
Yes, they did.
When did you do it? Or whoever they is?
It was probably,
On this date?
yeah. way back
No
when.
wonder why I wouldn't see that. It's all the way back in our August. I wouldn't know, I wouldn't look back that far
Can I see it? Can I
in
see
the
it?
things. When is your event?
November 14th.
All right. On a side note, guys, I have to have a special meeting that's gonna take 2 minutes for this gentleman who had a problem with the new system. It wouldn't let him go full circle. It's a long story. It has to do with
Okay.
IT. So it'll literally be 10 minutes. Once I get a date with you guys, I can put you on that too, ma'am. So,
And what date is that?
I am gonna work it out with the two of
Okay.
them, and it'll be probably next week sometime, or when, if you can't make it, Michael can.
I
Okay.
won't be here next week.
Can you just put your information there?
Sure.
Sorry about that.
Well, when I heard the other stuff, I'm like, I think the one-day license isn't done, I should speak up.
How come it was so long ago? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I wouldn't
Well,
look
that's
back
when she
2 months.
paid, but she said she went online, because I asked her to make sure that everything was completed, and she said, yeah, it says here that your process has been completed.
We have a different system, we have a new permitting system now, and I just
It's
wouldn't
for
go
11.
that far back in the year.
14, I think it's 5 to 9.
All right, let me see, go ahead. Oh, I just need your phone number.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'll just give you my cell phone.
Perfect.
Easier.
I will be in touch with you tomorrow.
All right.
I'm gonna try to set up something with
All right,
my
thank you
board,
for
okay?
keeping me out of trouble.
No worries at all.
Next, we have Section 4, change of manager, apologize. Santa Cristo Club, 387 Hope Street, Michael Souza. Could you please state your name and address for the record, sir?
Yes, sir. Michael Souza, 103 Essex Street, Fall River, Massachusetts, 02720.
Come down from the St. Michael's area over to the Santa Cristo area, huh?
I lived on Howard Street for all my life, so I just built a brand new house, so, but still my club.
That's okay. I was born on Mulberry Street, so.
We were neighbors then.
They want to change the managerial to you?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Souza, what's your familiarity with the liquor business?
Well, I had a business not here in Portugal in my 20s, so,
Okay.
and I work construction,
How many hours are you going to be spending at the club?
probably an hour a day.
That's it?
On weekends, obviously more. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm gonna be there 5 hours. I work construction.
What's the hours of operation right now?
8 until midnight. And on weekends, I think it's Sunday, I think it's from 10 to 12.
Listen, I have nothing against you doing it, Mr. Souza. I know about Portuguese clubs, and it's all basically volunteer and so forth and so on, but normally this board would require a manager to be there at much greater time than 1 hour a day.
Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. On weekdays, yes.
I appreciate the fact you're being
And on the
transparent.
weekends, yeah, I'll probably be 4 or 5 hours. We have cooks. We have, because it's a nonprofit organization, we organize money to help people like building that need, Portuguese people that need. So that's what that's what they always do.
Oh, I know your club.
So,
I've been there.
all right,
I
okay.
mean, so, it's just that's, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, is that something?
That's not, I mean, I know that I thought their hours were a little bit more limited. It's every day, 8 to midnight in the morning?
That's what the hours are there. They don't stay up until midnight.
Okay.
It's just there because it's the old license. In reality, 7 o'clock they're closed.
All right, so.
So I'm
yeah,
not-
Normally you need somebody on the premises who's been more than an hour a week.
I know that.
Yeah, I know you
It's
don't.
nothing against Mr.
No,
Souza
right.
at all. You have anybody in the club that is around more that could put their name as manager?
No. I can go more time. I just don't want to say that I'm gonna be there, or I can be there 3 hours a day if I wanted to. If I have to, I will.
Just, Mr. Souza, this is the problem. You're responsible for everything.
Oh, I know.
So-
I am already.
So if something, you may be, but if something should ever happen, it's on you. And if you're not there, it's still on you when
No, I
it comes
know.
to this board. If somebody comes in, if there's a problem there, which I'm sure there hasn't been many, and the police go there and you're not there, there's a problem.
That's why I'm the one that's doing it, because I'm a foreman at work. I can leave work whenever I have to. And it's only 19 members.
And it's a members only
It's a
club.
members only club. It's only 19 members.
Well, they can also have guests. Also,
Yes.
so.
Yeah, no. It's not like I want to deny it, because I'm sure Mr. Souza's a very conscientious person, and the club probably has not many problems. It's just that it's not a good practice for this board to allow somebody.
So how many hours do you want me to be there? I can be as many as you want, sir. You tell me, and I can guarantee you, I'll do it, because they really need it.
Well, how about this? How about we require you to be there in some capacity, 25 hours a week?
I can do more than that. Like I said, on the weekend I play cards there.
Yeah,
On the weekend,
I don't want you to hold yourself, because I'm saying for a total of 25 hours a week, because I'm giving you that based on the fact that you have a expanded liquor license hours, but I know that the Portuguese clubs don't stay open to even close to the 12 o'clock during the
no
week.
way.
I'm very, very aware of that. So if we can dictate that you're going to spend at least 25 hours per week as the manager and
I
be on
can.
premises, and we can put that on the record,
I can.
then I think that I'll be okay with that.
I think
I
that's
can.
fine.
Like I said, Saturday and Sunday, 8 hours, and then
You
whatever.
don't have to tell us what, just 25 hours a week,
Okay, it's fine.
okay?
Yep.
All right.
But I don't want to lie. That's why I'm saying the truth.
Yeah, make a motion condition, that, I would entertain a motion that we allow Mr. Souza to become the manager of the Santa Cristo Club at 387 Hope Street, conditioned upon him spending a minimum of 20 hours per week on premises.
Appreciate it, you guys.
20 or
Thank you.
25?
25, what did I say?
25.
I'm gonna give you a copy of the rules and regulations. I happen to have some in here, so that'll be, okay, that'll be good for you too.
Ms. Cleary, make that motion.
I'll make a motion to
Yeah.
approve the change of manager for Santo Cristo Club to Michael Souza, conditional upon you spending 25 hours there a week.
I'll second that motion. Anybody in favor, anybody opposed, any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all those opposed? Good luck,
Good
Mr.
luck.
Souza.
God bless you guys. Stay safe. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay, now under section 5, old business, new business. Discuss Royal Family Restaurant Pocket License, 131, 135 Division Street. Eduardo Farrieta.
Yes. How you doing?
Good, Mr. Farrieta.
Thank you.
Can you please state your name and address for the record?
Eduardo Ferreras. It's 135 Division Street in Fall River.
Okay.
My address is in Dedham. I don't know if
Okay.
it's in record in there.
All right, Mr. Farrieta, I think that you probably were called to this meeting
Yes.
because you have a liquor license at that establishment, 131, 135 Division Street. Probably used to be called the Beef House at one time. I don't know about afterwards.
Maybe, I don't know. When I bought it as a family, I bought it from
Royal family?
Mr. Roger.
Okay. All right.
And,
But how long have you been closed?
well, it has been not really close. Well, the last 2 years, yes. After the pandemic, there was no business. I couldn't get there. I'm a software engineer, and I work in another thing. So I couldn't manage that place.
Okay.
But we've been paid everything. You know.
No.
all
That's
the-
not.
But this is the thing. I found somebody because I like the property, and I want to keep the property. I mean, it's the police floor is the restaurant, and they have apartments.
I know the building.
upstairs. Okay, perfect. So I found these people that were really interested in buying the business. I was going through the whole process, and I encountered the situation with the builder, the building department, and also the fire marshal. And he says, you had to take the water meter, separate it from the apartments, So it's there's only one unit in the restaurant, you see? Because it was the water was for the whole complex. So we need to separate the water meter for the restaurant. And I had to put the pullovers, the electrical pullovers, in order to rent it and have somebody else in there.
I don't know about the water and sewer, you probably have to meet the fire code, but the water and sewer, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You can pay the bill,
I was.
but I don't wanna speak for them.
Well, it's because
Is that true?
the consume of water varies from the business to the people
Doesn't
upstairs.
matter if the same person pays the whole bill, but I'm not gonna get
Okay,
into what the
well,
city.
this is what they said to me, and I researched the money and everything. We spent already $13,000 in the pullers, and we had the master console in there, and I paid the situation with the. So I want to keep the license because I got people interested to rent it, and I can sell the license to them, and I can keep being the.
There's
the
18
landlord.
licenses, there's probably over 15 licenses available for free.
It's my luck, I guess. I don't know.
No, I just
It
want.
is, you know, I
But
just.
this is the point, sir.
Yes.
This is the point. You can't hold your license without using it. It's against the law.
Okay.
And so we are calling people to tell them they have to do something with their license. I understand you're paying your fees. No one's contesting that you're not. But like we just had somebody in here last month and we gave them till the end of the year and we're not gonna renew their license. There's no reason to. So we gotta you're either gonna have to come in and, listen, this is your first time in, so I have no issues with saying that we'll renew your license, but I can tell you that I'm not sure what date. To me, the latest March. After March, that's it. You gotta use your license. It's not particular to you, sir. It's people that have pocket licenses. They gotta be used because there's an abundance of licenses available. In the old days, I used to own the club. You know
Yeah.
the club next door?
The one next door?
Yeah, I used to own that.
Oh, the Portuguese?
Yeah, it was,
Oh.
yeah, but you can't hold licenses anymore. At one point in time, they were very valuable. You could sell your license.
Yeah.
There's an abundance of them now. There's 15 of them. People can walk in the door and get a license. So people got to use them. Can't just hold on to them. There's no reason to.
Okay.
So, I mean,
I'm honest with you. I'm in a process. It was the person the people that were involved in this.
yeah, we're not taking your license today.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you that, I don't know, Madam Clerk, and I'll also ask Ms. Cordero, I know we gave the other people to the end of the year, but they had held theirs, how many years they had, they closed?
Quite a while.
All right,
Yeah.
he's 2 years. I personally would authorize, the unfortunate part, he's gonna have to pay the whole year. I'm gonna put it on the agenda for our March meeting. You're gonna have to have some activity by then. You gotta come back here. But unfortunately, you're gonna have to pay for the whole year anyhow now. But on March, if there's not an application before us to utilize that, I'm only speaking for myself, I don't want pocket licenses in Fall River. It's not worth it. It's not, there's no value to them anymore. I know why people were holding them, because in the years past, you could sell them and you could make money. God bless, that's illegal too, per se, but, but it is what it is. That's what the people were selling their businesses. So, I'm gonna make a
So
motion.
let me ask you this: How? I just want to look into this avenue. Said that I rented to some other people that are interested in the place, and they can request the license for
You
the
can transfer it.
That's my thing.
Yeah, you can ask
That's
it-
what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
But he's telling you it's gotta be done by the March 25 meeting, full,
To utilize your license,
I got until March.
you gotta have an application in for a new owner or yourself to reopen.
Okay, so this is gonna be in November, right? We get all that
yes, it'll be going out at the end of the month.
information, my insurance,
And you gotta pay.
building, ability, and all that stuff. I always do that. And from that, I only have until March to
Find a
maybe
buyer.
I'm finding somebody.
But you've been closed for 2 years.
I
It's
know.
not only, that's 24
Well, I mean,
months.
close and not close, because I rent the place.
Sir, if you wanna open up, you can open up.
Okay.
You can pay in January, you open up. I'm not telling you to go sell it. I'm not telling you to find anybody, you open up.
Okay.
If you don't open up or we don't have an application in front of us, I'm only speaking for me. There's 3 members. I'm speaking for me. That's it. No one's holding licenses for years, waiting to find an owner for years, or am I going to open back up for years? No, that's no more.
I understand that because I paid tough dollar for that license. But that was in 2003, I think it was. 2003, 2005. 2005, I think it was. And back then, I mean, there was no licenses in here.
Trust me.
But things evolve and change, and the economy
But
is
if
different.
you want to open up and you meet all the requirements, you can open up. You don't have to sell it.
Right now, if the restaurant and everything is clean, everything is there, just to start key operation.
Well, you can.
But you know, I cannot put all the time in there. But I've been doing this, like I cater people, go over there and they bring the food, and I sell my liquor. But it's not all the time. I do it for, christenings and family.
You better be careful
reunions.
because it may not be legal if you don't have the fire apparatus. You get yourself in an awful lot of trouble if something happens.
Everything that I have right now is perfectly legal with the fire department and with everything.
You have everything.
They asked me because I bought a place like that. It's okay.
Sure.
If somebody is gonna, other than me, is gonna use it, then they make the inquire to put all those pullers and everything, which I did.
I don't know how that works, sir. I don't.
That's what
you can't have somebody other than you. It's either legal or it's not. Sorry to say, it's not. It's illegal for you, but not. It's illegal for someone else. If the place meets all of the requirements, then it's going to meet all the requirements for the next person.
Yes.
Well, then you don't have to do anything. You can just either open up or find a new buyer.
Yeah. Maybe I explained it wrongly, but
Sir, it doesn't.
I fall with the.
Sir,
I'm sorry. Yes.
what I'm trying to tell you is this.
Yes.
You've held out your license. Either
Yes.
you're open or you're not.
Yes, I got.
I don't know what you are because you're saying you're closed for 2 years and now you're saying you're opening for baptisms or what have you. I don't know what you're doing out there. That's got to be straightened out. They can't just open a weekend here or a weekend there. That's not what the license is for. You have hours of operation, you're supposed to be open.
Okay, I understand that.
It's not just for you, sir. We brought somebody in here last month too. And if there's any other ones, we're going to bring them in. Because there's no longer a need to have a pocket license. First, it's illegal. Second of all, there's no reason anymore. People can walk into the government center and fill out an application. We have over 15. It might be 18, but we have over 15 available to the general public. So you're going to have to take some type of steps to either open it up yourself, get a new buyer, but something has to be acted upon.
Okay,
Okay?
I got you.
All right.
All right.
So I will entertain a motion to continue this matter until give them till the April meeting, okay? To the April meeting.
I'll make a motion to table this matter to our April 2025 meeting.
I will second that. Anybody in favor? Anybody opposed? Any questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
So it'll be the April meeting,
Okay, sir.
okay?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much. All right.
Okay, next matter is acknowledge and place on file King Philip Yacht Club letter, manager of record letter. This is just a letter. It states, I, David Lavoie, president of the King Philip Yacht Club, would like to request that I be temporarily allowed to have the license transferred to myself due to the retirement of Joe Aguirre, presently the bar manager, as of 12/31/2024. Our election of officers for the club happens in November and ends in December. At that time, we'll have a new bar manager in place, and I will present that to the board for approval at your January meeting. At this time, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at 508, and he gives us, I don't think we can, right?
We can what?
We can't name anybody temporary.
Did he say himself, did Dave say he was gonna be the one temporary?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You can. They have to choose somebody in the absence of the individual who doesn't want to do it anymore. And it's not official till it becomes official with us, but letting us know that somebody is responsible for the daily operation of the place is okay. Because things happen, unfortunately.
Okay. I just didn't think we could act on it. It can happen, but we can't officially name anybody temporary without, and maybe I'm wrong. We can't officially name anybody as manager without the proper application.
Well, they're gonna hold it in the interim. Yeah, you can, because somebody has to take responsibility, and with that being on record, that's what you're gonna act on, that letter. When we get a full application, it'll be the next person, but in the meantime,
I think we can acknowledge and place it on file. I don't think we
Yeah.
can vote on a new manager,
no, it's
even a
just,
temporary one.
oh, okay.
I don't, maybe I'm
I
wrong.
don't know. We've done it in the past, but whatever we do, you've read the letter out loud.
Yeah, and
We've
we were
acknowledged
gonna
you.
acknowledge and place it on
Correct.
file. I think it covers us and
Yeah,
them that we
yeah.
realize that Mr. Aguirre is no longer, because he didn't pass away. He just said, I don't wanna do it anymore.
Right, right.
So, we'll acknowledge and place it on
Mhm.
file.
That's what I put.
Okay, next, approve and sign July 17, 2024 minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the July 17th, 2024 minutes.
I'll second it. Any questions on it? All those in favor, all opposed?
Aye.
Aye. And then approve and sign August 21st, 2024 minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the August 21st, 2024 minutes.
And I will second that. All those in favor, all those opposed?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
I have to
Oh,
sign.
you don't, this is the one, your name's
Oh,
not on it.
I don't have
know.
to sign that one?
Your name's
Okay,
not
cool.
on it, nope.
I don't
Is
know
there
if you were there.
two, is there two there?
Here?
Because I have a couple of paper clips there, that I don't know if there's
Oh,
a.
I'm sorry.
It could be, I don't know.
It says Mel sign.
There we
What-
go.
What
Mel.
are they for, the old ones?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Those are the two.
Thank you.
See your
Just
name.
do these quickly.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I don't know what you want to do with that Pleasant Street thing, because I'd like to have some.
Hold on a second.
You
Are
got
we
it?
all set?
You have to
Did you officially adjourn?
second.
We
Yeah, we
adjourned,
did.
yep.